welcome to my class today in this beautiful weather, isn't it? So before we begin, I'd like to show you this short video clip, okay? And I'm sure probably most of you are familiar with the song in the video, but what I want you to pay attention to are the pictures in the video. So let's enjoy.
The universe was in a hot, dense state that nearly 14 billion years ago expansion started. Wait, the earth began to cool, the autotrophs began to drool, Neanderthals developed tools, we built a wall.
Okay, right. So if you look closely just now, you may find these 4 pictures. So did you? Yeah, right. So all these 4 pictures. Looking at these 4 pictures, okay, what do you think they're trying to tell us? What do you think they're trying to tell us?
Maybe some ancient animals and maybe the evolution of the animals.
Great, the evolution of animals, right? So actually, in other words, we can say the history of life on Earth, right? And throughout the history, there are altogether 5 big mass extinctions, okay? And you can refer to your handout, okay? All these 5 extinctions are there. And there's one extinction that is very important to our human being. Which one? The first one or the second one or which one? Of course, it should be the last one, the 5th one, right? So we call it the Cretaceous Tertiary Mass Extinction. Why it is significant? Because it changed this huge and scary dinosaur from this into, right? So how do we call the bones of dinosaurs? They have existed for a long time. What do we say this? One word? Fossil, yes, great, fossils, okay? So, actually, what caused the extinction, the 5th extinction? What is the main reason, okay, of the 5th extinction? Do you know? Now, here it comes to today's class, what killed the dinosaurs. So for today, I prepared 2 objectives for you guys, okay? The first one, you should train your listening skill in getting the main idea as well as the detailed information. And the second one is that you should use the tool English, okay, to improve your critical thinking skill, right? And in my class, there will be 4 steps. The first one is, of course, the pre-listening activity. We'll do a little prediction. And the second one is the while listening activity. We'll focus some listening comprehension and do a little exercises. And the third step is the speaking. And last but not least is the assignment. Okay? So please look at this title. What killed the dinosaurs? This is actually the title of the video clip. So when you're looking at this title, can you guess what is going to be discussed in this video? Have a little guess. What is going to be discussed? What do you think?
I think in the factors that affects the climate change or some external power.
The factors, reasons, right? So what do you think is the reason?
Maybe I think this climate change or a meteor shower.
Yes, exactly. So what actually caused the climate change? Yeah, you may think of this huge guy on space. Yes. So we call this asteroid. 小行星. Good. So according to this picture, I also have 3 more words for you to learn. The first one is crash. So we can use the sentence, the asteroid crashed into the Earth to describe the picture. The second one and third one, second one is crater, the big hole, the huge hole created by this unfriendly asteroid. And the third word is the debris. And pay attention to the word debris here. There's an S, but we don't produce any sound for S, okay? So now we know the key words of this video. Now please watch the first part of the video and use one sentence to generalize its main idea. Okay? While listening, please keep notes and write down some important key words which can help you get its main idea. All right? So now let's watch.
A giant asteroid, 15 kilometers wide, is moving toward Earth very fast. Over 65 million years ago, this asteroid crashed into the Earth. A giant asteroid, 15 kilometers wide, is moving toward Earth very fast. Over 65 million years ago, this asteroid crashed into the Earth near Chicxulub, Mexico. It made a very large crater. The asteroid caused the extinction of the dinosaurs, scientists think. It also caused almost 70% of all life on Earth to die out. It changed our planet forever. A giant asteroid, or the heat from. How did this happen? It changed our planet forever. But how did this happen? Was it the debris from the crash? Or the heat from the explosion? Or was it something else? To answer this question, scientists want to recreate the crash from 65 million years ago. In the United States, a team of scientists puts a bomb in the ground. The team moves to a safe place. And they wait.
Okay, so that's the video. Something happened. You know, disasters are everywhere, right? So just now we listened to the first part, okay, of the video. So can you show me some of the keywords you just got? Some of the keywords. What do you have?
I have 80 kilometers. That's the size of the asteroid.
Mm-hmm.
And it happened over 65 million years ago.
Yes.
It crashed in Mexico
Crashed. Mm-hmm.
and caused over 70% of all life on planet die out.
Yes.
And the Earth was changed forever.
Mm-hmm.
And now the scientists don't know the reason, maybe the debris or heat or something else that caused this extinction. So they decided to recreate the crash.
Recreate the crash. Yes, exactly. So now let's see what I got here. Okay, the key words, right? The asteroid. Okay, this is the main reason. And caused, to answer this question, these words and phrases are important because it can tell us the inner logic of the content, right? And also recreate the crash. And how to recreate the crash? Puts a bomb, right? So we can get this general idea, okay? Scientists think it was an asteroid that caused the extinction of dinosaurs. And they conducted an experiment, okay, to find out what actually happened. Right, now let's come to the second part of this video. And please finish the spot dictation, okay? The spot dictation is in your handout. Now let's begin.
Now scientists can study the explosion. They watch high-speed cameras, and they learn a lot. What do the scientists see? One of the first things is the large white circle. This is a shock wave, and it is moving very fast. It's a very powerful wall of air, and it can kill almost anything. 65 million years ago, as the wave moved, it probably killed anything within 150 kilometers in the first 10 seconds. Now scientists go and look at the crater.
Okay, now let's finish the spot dictation together. So the first blank should be explosion, exactly. And the second one of the first things they see is a large white what? Yeah, a circle. And it can kill, yes. And the last blank, it killed anything within how many kilometers? 150, yes. Okay, so pay attention to 50 and 15, right? The difference of the stress. Now, let's come to the third part, which is the last part of this video, okay? And decide the following 3 statements are true or not, okay?
The crater is big, but the real crater in Mexico is much larger. It's 180 kilometers wide. In this experiment, debris from the explosion rains down for more than 10 seconds. 65 million years ago, a huge amount of debris went into the air. Some of the pieces of debris were the size of buildings. The power of the asteroid is hard to imagine, but now scientists understand it a little better.
Okay, scientists understand it a little better. How about you guys, right? Now, the first statement, true or false? False. Yeah, that is false. So, why? It's much larger, yeah. The second one, is it true or false? False. Why? Oops. 180, yeah, that's just I mentioned. Pay attention to the T and the teen, right? And the last statement is true. Yeah, I give you a very smiley face. Okay, right. So you did a pretty good job in the listening activity. And now let's make a little conclusion here, okay? So in the listening material, they're actually taught an asteroid crashed into the Earth, right? And scientists did an experiment, conducted an experiment. So what did they find? What did they find in this experiment? First thing is the white circle, yeah? Do you still remember? The second thing is what? Yeah, the shock wave, and we can say the word, do you still remember? I just introduced you. A crater, a huge hole created by the asteroid. And what else? Debris, great. Debris, a huge amount of debris. So all of this may contributed to the extinction of dinosaurs. Okay, here's my question. What else? What are the other disasters that may caused by the unfriendly asteroid? Okay, so I can see you can have a little group discussion. 3 students can be in one group, okay? Please discuss about it. What are the other disasters, okay, that may caused by this asteroid? Well, this is a little hint for you, an earthquake, or maybe several severe strong earthquakes. So what else, okay? Now let's have a little discussion here, right? So what are the other disasters you can think of? Volcanic eruption, good. Climate change, how? Is it become yes, hunger, right? Yeah. What else? And you can think about what kind of climate change, right? And when the earthquake happened under the sea, what is going to happen? Right? Yeah. Okay, what do you think? What kind of climate change? Yeah. Survive. What do you have? Lack of food, hunger. Why? Why there isn't any food for them. Yeah, good. Okay, so now let's invite one of you to give us your group discussion. Okay, so what do you have from your group discussion?
First, we think the climate change will lead to the food shortage. The weather
Food
became-
shortage.
Yes, the weather became colder, and the dinosaurs are less of food, so they died for hunger.
Less of food and die of hunger. Great.
Yes, and the earthquake in the sea made the reefs took a hammering, and they died.
They died. Yeah. Thank you very much. And I'm sure that you may got some other ideas. Now let's see what I got here. So volcanic eruption. Just now I heard you said volcanic eruption. Okay, and high temperature because the volcanoes. Okay, and probably also poisonous gas and tsunami when the earthquake happened under the sea, right? And also acid rain. Acid rain. All of this can lead to the death of plants and then the death of plant-eating dinosaurs. And in the end, the death of meat-eating dinosaurs. Okay? Right, so let's see. What else can we get from the listening material? What else? Do you still remember at the beginning of the class, I gave you the handout with 5 extinctions happened throughout the history. So, is there any possibility that we'll have the 6th extinction that will change us into this? So, the further question, will humans share the same destiny with dinosaurs? Okay? So, what may kill human being? What may kill human being and why? Okay? So please discuss with your partners again and try to think about what are the reasons that may kill human beings. All right? Yeah, thank you. Yeah, climate change. So what do you think? Climate. So what can cause the climate change? Pollution. What else? Famine, yeah. Technology, why? Why? That's a good idea. So why? AI, artificial intelligence, right? Great. Why? What's the reason? Destroy their health. Okay. Yeah, good idea. So I heard very good ideas. Okay, very good ideas. So can you, this little girl, can you tell us what are the reasons that you got? Thank you.
Maybe because of the development of the science and technology, people cause a lot of pollution.
Pollution.
It finally lead to the extreme climate.
Yeah, good. So exactly. Okay, I think so. So pollution may got us killed. And also, just now that gentleman mentioned AI. Exactly, I also think so. Artificial intelligence. So you know the game, right? The game of Go. Computer actually won human mind, right? And also Professor Stephen Hawking warned us the danger of AI, okay? And what about another unfriendly, huge asteroid want to kiss our Earth, right? And do you know Ebola? The disease, yeah, the pandemic. And also nuclear war and the aliens, who knows, okay? But we should also know some positive things about humankind. That is, we're different, so different from dinosaurs. We have technology, right? Maybe we can use space station. And more importantly, we can confront challenges together. Okay, when disaster happens, help comes from everywhere. Okay, so now I will leave this for you to do the homework. First one is please review the video what killed the dinosaurs? And second one, now let's do a little pair work. Okay, will human ever become extinct? What do you think? If yes, give me some reasons. If no, also pose some reasons. Okay, and we'll do a little demonstration next class. Right? Yeah. Thank you very much. That will be my presentation. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
The normally when teachers picked up a video clip, they were more interested in kind of in the content, and it seemed that you follow the same principle. But I'm going to ask a question that has to do with the language of the language use. At the beginning of the video, the narrator said, "A giant asteroid, 15 kilometers wide,
Yes.
is moving toward Earth very fast."
Mm-hmm.
The narrator was describing an event that took place 65
Million
million
years
years
ago.
right? But why did the narrator use the present continuous tense to describe that event? And also, did you find any other similar examples in the same video clip?
Okay, thank you for your question. Well, I think the reason why they use is instead of was is because the narrator is trying to describe a thing that is happening in the video, which is happening in front of eyes. So that's why they use the is instead of was. And when we are using the tones in describing some documentary video, I think they may use the present tense. That's my answer. And the other examples, according to my point of view, all those documentary I watched from BBC documentary about dinosaurs and the history, the human history, are using the present tense instead of the past tense. Yes, thank you.
All right, thank you very much. And my second question concerns your teaching design or your implementation of your teaching design. In the teaching design, you for the first listening to the first part of the video, you asked students to have a one-sentence description of the main idea of that part. And you actually asked that boy student. And I noticed that the boy student gave several sentences.
Several sentences. Mm-hmm.
And then when he finished, you simply provided your list of the key points, and then you also presented your own sentence. Okay? In your normal classroom teaching, how would you arrange all this? How would you respond to your students' response, a similar response, and how would you give your response to that response?
Yeah, thank you for your question. Well, in my normal class, first of all, in my listening class, I would tell them the listening skill for the main idea. So I will tell them that listen for some keywords can be helpful when you're doing when you're trying to get the main idea. So what are the keywords? First of all, I'm going to describe those keywords. What can be called as keywords? So that's words contained content information as well as the inner logic of the content. And then I'm going to ask them to watch the video and write down keywords and make their generalization. That's the normal way that I would do this. And in this class, this boy just now did a pretty good job. He actually got a lot of information, almost like 90% of the information in the video. So I think for his job, he's like more advanced. So he can get not only the main idea, but also a lot of detailed information at the first listening. Okay, so that's what he did. That's a pretty good job. Right. Thank you. So, thank you very much.